That's this Monday's farm share. Every Monday we get a new box of produce from a local farm. It's good to have nice, healthy, fresh stuff and snacks like this in the house to help curb my inability to make healthy decisions on my own. And I sort of credit Forced Healthy Decisions for my achievement of actually getting to race weight for the last race of the season. It's definitely winter, even without the snow, even without the brutal cold. The 5 p.m. sunsets are the real bummer. I guess on the plus side, I get to wear all this dorky gear, like this headlamp with headphones and this very high-vis jacket. Oh, I can't see anything. You know, I really don't hate winter all that much. The snow's really not that bad. I find it kind of creates this just different, fun, more challenging style of commute. I especially like the type of snow where you know that no matter how bad it gets, you're getting home on your bike, where people in their cars are getting stuck. Even the coldest days really aren't that bad. Especially for me when it comes to winter, I spend more time running than I do riding. And because my body temperature runs so hot, the cool weather outside actually kind of helps and allows me to run a lot more. Absolutely, I could say the same thing about cycling, but when you do go up a climb and start sweating and then have to descend in really cold weather, oof, cold. I will say, that does suck a little bit. That's kind of why I like running in the winter. There's no breaks. You can't coast. There's no spot to cool down. You just get warmer and warmer. So you don't have to bulk up with clothes so much. You can just go out cold, come back warm. Ice on the roads can certainly be a cause for concern, but I find once you ride around in a city that's covered in ice for about a week, you tend to get the hang of it. You tend to be able to look at where there's a patch of ice, pick a decent line, and ride right through it. Ice, in my mind, needs to catch you off guard, just like a slippery painted line on the road. There is one characteristic of winter that does make me hate it. And that is the early setting, motivation killing darkness. Actually, come to think of it, it's late rising as well. I tend to have like 3, maybe 4 different motivators kind of going all on at once. And in the summer, fall, and spring, daylight is one of those. And in those seasons, on top of all that extra daylight that you have, generally it's race season. So there's road racing, mountain bike racing, and then in the fall, cross racing, which just finished. And then if I'm not racing, generally we're away for a weekend doing some sort of like camping and riding our bikes in ridiculous, weird places for long periods of time. And then once winter hits and all that motivation from daylight kind of goes away, it needs to come from somewhere else. You'll notice that the vlog actually gets a lot more attention and a lot more uploads than it ever does during the spring, summer, and fall months. That's just because I'm spending a lot more time being motivated by it than by other things. And then of course when motivation lacks enough, I can manufacture it on my own. by just changing around an existing setup and just trying to make it something a little more exciting to want to be on. There's always motivation and inspiration to be found somewhere. Sometimes you just kind of have to make it yourself.